But I went to check this out. It's The Invisible Man Explained by an Idiot. And I'm not sure if this is referring to the movie or if it's referring to just the mythos of the Invisible Man in fiction or whatever, but I'm curious. And, well, curiosity brings this cat back. So, let's check it out.
Welcome to The Invisible Man. Boy oh boy, what do you think this one's gonna be about? Starting right off, we got Cecilia, the red-nosed toucan-faced bitch, sleeping in the bed, wakes
Fucking shots fired 7 seconds in! The red-faced toucan-nosed girl. Damn, fucking calling Amanda Seyfried out, like, holy shit! Coming in hot!
up, gets some droogs, throws out some drooged water. Is that sink in the bedroom or is the bathroom just really open? Never mind. She packs some shit and passes by her asshole boyfriend's optics lab or whatever. Turns off a bunch of cameras except for one that's on him. Turns off some alarms too and tries to leave super silently, but meets Zeus the doggo and feels bad for him. And after he takes off his collar, he bumps into a car with the most sensitive car alarm ever. Either that or...
Yeah! Wait. The dog's ass bumping the car and the alarm goes off. Really? I mean, yes, I know, movie fucking magic, but it's, because plot. Seriously.
Well, I remember car alarms being more dim-witted than they really are. Whatever, the car alarm goes wee, and she jumps over a fence. Asshole Adrian wakes up and her sister comes along to pick her up. Cecilia drops the droogs somehow, although I just saw her pack it in the bag and zip it up nice and tidy. Yeah. Whatever, Psycho Adrian comes along, breaks the window like, you get
Jesus!
Get back here! But too late, bitch, they're gone. 2 weeks later, she's at James's house, hiding out because he hunky, chunky, good guy cop protector man. And she being a pussy because she paranoid her ex is watching her, so she puts nail.
Wait. Okay, if her ex is abusive, so bearing in mind, child, I've never seen this movie. I have not. I have never seen this movie, but if her ex is so fucking abusive that she literally had to escape, why didn't she file charges against him? Like, domestic crimes are a thing in the US, and the courts very often take the side of the woman in domestic violence cases, which is not always a good thing. In this case, it is. But why didn't she have him arrested? Because obviously she didn't, because he's talking about, oh, he's worried about he's watching me, so I'm going to put nail polish over the camera in this next clip. Why not arrest him? Like, I understand and appreciate that battered wife syndrome is a thing. I totally understand that. But she got to the point that she fled. And that he attacked her while she tried to get away. You would think she would be at the point where calling the cops would be a no-brainer and she wouldn't have an issue with it. If she literally had to do an escape plan. Even without... No, mental abuse can absolutely be reported. Mental and emotional abuse can be reported. And the fact is, he committed a crime during her escape. That was domestic violence. When she was trying to escape, chat, bearing in mind, he punched through the car window and grabbed her and tried to yank her out. That's a crime. And she has a witness, her sister in the driver's seat. So even putting aside the mental and emotional thing, he committed a crime.
Paranoid her ex is watching her, so she puts nail polish over her laptop's camera. Bitch, what? Who does that? Just tape a piece of paper over it. What the hell does it matter with you? Doesn't matter. Her sister comes over telling her that Adrian is dead. Hooray, you can chillax now, okay? She explains to them that he was abusive, controlling, wouldn't let her leave. He hit her, he wanted to have a baby, she secretly took birth control pills.
Considering she had to have her sister come and pick her up while she made a daring escape, the abusive part is not exactly a surprise. I don't know why this is being, shot like it's some giant revelation. He fucking punched through a window and tried to rip her out of the car. Yeah, I would have thought it's understood by this point.
Moving on. Actually, no, wait. Why is all this shit coming out now? It's been 2 weeks. You seriously didn't say anything for 2 weeks? Not even to your sister? The hell? Whatever. Next, they get a letter from Adrian's dickhead lawyer brother. They go over to his dickhead lawyer brother. He tells them that Adrian left her a cool 5 million in his will. Hails, yeah, brother. She goes back to Gems, buys him a nice spanking brand new shiny ass ladder, and offers to pay for his daughter's school, university, college, whatever. They're all three of these are named school in America for some fucking reason. Cut to Kikilia doing female stuff, looking at clothes and shit. She gets spooked. The next morning, she making bacon and egg. Jams asks her to wake up Sydney for school. Now, is this middle school?
Holy fuck! Does this guy breathe? Oh my god, I do not think I've heard this guy take a breath once during this whole rambling. Jesus. Or I think it probably was initially Stockholm Syndrome, and then she finally woke up because he was mentally and likely physically abusive.
Making bacon and egg. Jams asks her to wake up Sydney for school. Now, is this middle school or college? I scream internally, for I do not know. Anyway, knife gets taken away and the stove mysteriously turns up on a Tuesday. Sorry, first habit. Fire happened and the kitchen almost catches a light. Skip to that night. Kiki be doing laptop stuff. Here's some spooks. Goes to investigate. Then the front door opens up behind her somehow. And this bitch for some reason doesn't think anything of this and steps outside. And then we see an invisible man.
Wait.
Somehow, and this bitch for some reason doesn't think anything of this.
Wow, they really did some bad horror tropes with this, huh? She's already spooked. She's already spooked by something. Knows the door is closed. Sees the doors open and says, I must investigate. Instead of instantly snatching up the phone and hitting 911. And saying, I think there's a prowler around. There could possibly be a home invasion. Like, I understand it's a horror trope. I understand that. It does not mean I fucking like it. If something like this were to happen, the average person would immediately be grabbing the phone and calling 911 saying, I think someone may have just broken into my house. Police, can you please get over here and shoot them? And, wait, hang on. Wrong yet? Wrong movie. Wrong. This is a different Invisible Man. You're thinking of the Kevin Bacon movie. This is not the Kevin Bacon movie where it was a lab experiment. I know the basis behind the Invisible Man concept of this movie. It's not a lab experiment. I know what it is, but it's not a lab experiment.
And steps outside, and then we see an invisible man breathing behind her. At this point, I'm pretty sure everybody gets it. Adrian ain't dead, he's invisible, and he's fucking with her, but other than the suit making some random noises here and there of crickets having sex or whatever. You know, invisible suit noises. Other than that, how the hell is he not making any other noise? So she makes a bunch of noise, walking on squeaky parts of the wooden floor. Also, just walking in general makes noise. How is she only hearing his suit make invisibility noises? Anyway, she's sleeping in bed with Sid.
Excellent point. Unless he somehow figured out the exact spots to step on, so the floor would not squeak, which every fucking house has. How is he not making any noise when he moves around the house? It's not gonna fucking happen. You'll hear the footsteps, at least. And yes, Cortanas, the concept of this Invisible Man movie, spoilers, if you haven't seen it, but it's gonna talk about this movie, is her ex-boyfriend is some kind of like a computer genius, and he basically is able to make, effectively speaking, a predator suit. He can make a predator suit that can bend light and essentially render him invisible.
Then the covers get taken off and a bunch of flashes happen. She gets freaked out by a mannequin Sydney has in her room, and I get freaked out by my chair in the middle of the night. She has a fucking whole ass mannequin in her room. Damn, the balls, man. So Kiki gets up to get the covers and sees an ass imprint in the chair and does the big brave move of throwing the blanket over the chair to check if someone's there, but no one is.
Again, your covers are completely removed. Yes, I understand people kick the covers off themselves when they sleep, but all the way off the fucking bed like that, and you see an ass imprint in the chair. And at this point, you're not freaking the fuck out? Like, I know there's horror trope stupidity, but goddamn!
Is there some checked, all done? You can check that off the list. She go bend now, but someone steps on the cover, and for some reason she forgets her big brain move she just did a second ago, and does not throw the cover over him to reveal his invisible ass and fucking spear him into the wall. No. Instead, she freaks out and calls him.
Yeah? Hear me out. Fucking Three Stooges his ass and go yoink with the sheet. He's standing on it. Give that fucker a good yoink, and he's gonna be on his ass. And then you can jump on him and cover him with the sheet and scream for your big burly policeman boyfriend to start beating the fuck out of him. Yeah, that's the first thing. Tug the blanket. Forward. Guarantee you he will be on his ass from that one, because his feet were standing together. He is not braced. He is not braced at all. One good fucking yoink, and he's on his ass. And then you jump on him with the blanket and have boyfriend start beating the fuck out of him. And I would have a difficult time rooting for this woman, I'm afraid, in this movie.
Jams, he'd be like, what the fuck's going on, you dumb slut? The thing there, I can't talk because I'm flustered. Shut the fuck up and go to sleep. Next day, she goes for a job interview, and this dashing young fellow who kind of looks like a pedophile flirts with her a bit and asks to see her portfolio. She obliges his request but finds her shit gone, then gets up and faints. She go to hospital, okay? They make blood test, okay? She go home, okay? She take shower, okay? She get call from hospital saying that she got diazepam poisoning from the penis in the asshole. I don't...
What?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, J10, half the time so am I.
How is it that this bitch makes me look like a rocket scientist? I'm just Bugs Bunny's eye candy girlfriend.
Yeah, but Lola, you're fucking based. Come on. You make Bugs Bunny drool by just flicking your finger under his chin. You are based, girlfriend. Don't even sweat it.
Hospital tells her that she probably fainted because of all the diazepam in her system, which is the same drug she used to drug Adrian with the night she ran away. And she'd be like, hold up, wait a minute, what diazepam? Then she sees the same bottle that she dropped the night she ran away from Adrian with his blood on it. So she goes to his dickhead lawyer brother and tells him to make him stop. He's invisible. Some bottle, I will find you some quenes sombra. Okay, you crazy. Okay, because he dead. Look at these pictures. Look at him. He dead. Then she goes to her sister who's mad at her because she received some hate mail from her, and she's like, I didn't send no goddamn email. You liar. You a lying bitch. Bye ho. And when she goes home, she checks her email and sees that someone sent some to her sister from her account. It is Adrian, that motherfucker. So she curls up into the fetal position and cries herself to, I don't know. She doesn't cry to sleep. Where the fuck am I going with this? Moving on. Kidney walks in, tries to cheer her up, and says, let's eat some cake. So she agrees, and they try to get up. Then Kidney gets smacked across the room because Adrian hit her. And Kidney thinks Cecilia did it. So she's like, Dad, come in. Cecilia fucking hit me, that cow.
Wait. What? Wait a minute. Wait, just goddamn second. Wait just a motherfucking second. Let's get some cake. She says okay. This bitch is on the ground. She's fucking laying on the ground, maybe half pushed up. And she really thinks that she hit her. Look at how fucking far away she is. And this girl thinks that she hit her. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm starting to feel grateful that I did not see this movie, because I would probably be yelling at the fucking screen about how goddamn stupid this is. Like, you can do this. This could have easily been done.
I take it back. Everyone in this movie is stupid. Except for Adrian, apparently.
Well, yeah. Adrian's the evil genius, and everyone else is apparently so below regular human intellect it's not even funny. Like, at this point, these guys are barely above the stage of talking homunculuses. Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously, with a couple of tweaks, this could have worked. This could have fucking worked with a couple of little tweaks. The blanket scene before could have worked if just one foot was on the blanket instead of two. That way, if she was to do like the yoink, he could have just lifted his foot up and it would have gone flying. With the open door thing, instead of having the door wide the fuck open, have the door just like cracked open. So she could have thought, oh, did I not close the door all the way and the door's open just a crack? With this, he could have waited until she actually got up, got a little close to her, and then slapped her. So she would have actually been within a reasonable distance where it would be actually believable that she slapped her. Like, seriously, a couple of small fucking tweaks could have fixed these problems. As it sits, these people have the brain power of an amoeba right now. These characters are our amoeba brain right now. It's fucking pathetic.
They get up, then Kidney gets smacked across the room because Avery hit her, and Kidney thinks Cecilia did it, so she's like, Dad, come in, Cecilia fucking hit me, that cunt. So James comes in to take his daughter away from the crazy person and take her to a safer place. They leave the house and leave
Oh my
Kiki alone.
God.
She freaked out and she goes, alright, Adrian, where you at? Square up, motherfucker. Come on, face me. Mano y mano, motherfucker. Come on, bitch. Let's throw hands, motherfucker. Then
right. So this woman, who has been absolutely terrified of her ex, even after he was dead, even after they told her he was dead, she was still terrified, acting paranoid because she didn't believe it, is clearly fucking scared, and out of nowhere, suddenly gets the come at me bro energy. Really? This is not like a switch flipping thing. If it happened like while he was like in the middle of attacking her, then the fight or flight response tripped and she flips into fight mode because of adrenaline shit, that I could believe. But she should be like fucking terrified running out of the house right now, not walking around going, come at me, bro. Like, what the fuck? The screenwriters obviously have no fucking clue what emotional trauma looks like. 'Cause this ain't it. 'Cause also bearing in mind, this is a mere couple of weeks after she managed to escape. A couple of weeks. People that go through such extensive trauma like that do not recover fully to, I'm gonna fight you, bro, in a couple weeks. I'm sorry, it doesn't happen. It won awards? Oh, for the love of fuck.
oh, bitch, let's throw hands, motherfucker. Then she throws coffee all over the floor to see
Hi,
his footsteps
Falcon.
and whatnot, which is another solid idea of hers, but she totally overlooks the 100% better option, which is flour, you know, because it's this white stuff. It's
Yeah.
a dark floor background, so it's going to be easier to see. So once
Alright, I am gonna do it in fairness to what he's saying. She may not have flour. This is an unfortunate fact. Not everybody has flour. Everybody got fucking coffee. That is just facts. Everyone got coffee, not everyone got flour. So I will do a guinea. I will do a guinea for that one.
again, you're a fucking retard. Anyway, she starts talking to Adrian like, why me? Why must you hurt me this way? Then she calls his phone, which turns out to be in the attic. And she goes up to the attic without any weapon, fucking moron. And she finds his phone with pictures of her sleeping on it and the knife that he took from the kitchen. But these keys are apparently not part of the equation here. I don't know how. They're not an object of interest. Although they look suspiciously clean, and also who the fuck leaves keys in?
You stupid fucking bitch! You have evidence! You have evidence in your home of an intruder, even if it's not Adrian. This is evidence. There are fingerprints on these items. He even carefully bagged the knife for her. Like, yeah, I understand. In the suit, he's wearing gloves, so there would be no fingerprints anyway. I understand that. But she don't know that. She don't know what the fuck's going on. And she's getting her fingerprints all over this shit. All over this shit. Yes, she took the knife out of the bag. My god.
He's in an attic, or maybe this is a normal thing. I don't know, I don't have an attic. Whatever, she gets a surprise message on his phone, then turns around and throws a can of paint at the attic hole, revealing him, then follows a trail of paint, and somehow in the span of 15 seconds, that's right, I timed this shit, he got all the paint off by washing himself in the kitchen sink. Fucking him.
Wait. Hang on, we see that again.
Throws a can of paint at the attic hole, revealing
full bucket of fucking paint. All over his head, all over his head, all over his shoulders, all over his arm. And in the sink, he was able to clean all of it off. And yes, he's a golf ball. I mean, so once she did a smart thing with the fucking paint, although it was like plot luck that he happened to be standing there compared to the other times she did this shit to try and expose him. You know, this was obviously just plot luck. But in the fucking sink, he was able to get all that paint off. Not a speck left. Huh? Not a speck.
all the paint off by washing himself in the kitchen sink. Fucking impossible shit, bro. I started getting 1 centimeter of paint off myself. Gotta deep scrub that shit.
I don't know.
Wash that crap off myself. This is some bullshit, man. Who cares? He's invisible again, and she has a fight with him in which she does not use this plastic covering over here the same way she used the blanket over the chair, so she can identify him and see him, have an easier time fighting him. Because once again, she needs a new brain. But whatever. She somehow fights him off and calls an Uber. And she goes to his shitty minimalist house to snoop around his lab and shit and finds seemingly nothing. But then she fingers an iPad and a suit with a bunch of googly eyes appears, and it's kind of trypophobia.
Wait.
Seemingly nothing. But then she fingers an iPad.
This man is a tech fucking genius. He's a tech genius who built a goddamn invisible suit. And he doesn't have this shit fucking locked down? I guess door locks escape his degree of technological mastery. Like, motherfucker, even if you're pretending you're dead, anybody can just walk in your house? Seriously, you don't think that a bunch of fucking hoodlums would break into this fucking house just to fuck with it? You are a very well-known tech entrepreneur, I believe. You don't think a bunch of kids would break into this house the moment it's been publicized that you're dead just to check it the fuck out? What the actual
And in a suit with a bunch of googly eyes appears, and it's kind of trypophobia triggering. Then Doggle, who still lives here somehow, starts barking at something, so she goes to hide the suit in a vent in the closet somewhere just before he gets there. And once he does, he throws her around, but Doggle protects, and she gets back into her Uber and gets away safely. And the main thing that pisses me off here is the vent that she hid the suit in, and she also...
Why didn't she take the suit with her? Why the fuck not take the suit with her? It's obviously not the one that he's wearing currently. So why not take the suit with her, haul ass to the authorities and go, look, magic suit, here is the proof. My ex is alive, he made this suit and he's trying to kill me. Here is the proof that he is doing it. Here, the proof that this is possible.
hid the stuff that she was running away with the day she ran away. How does he not know about this? Isn't this his house? Isn't he super smart or something?
Yeah,
also, you think he knows she took the suit by now, right? And hid it somewhere. Because I'm 100% sure he has like an inventory system on his computer to tell him that his stuff is gone. But no, he doesn't notice it's gone and he doesn't look for it because this fucktar is also retarded. Anyway, she says
apparently,
in public.
To quote another sci-fi movie, you are the dumbest smart person I've ever seen. Like, I'm reasonably sure, again, haven't seen the movie, but I'm reasonably sure she's going to go back to the house, put the suit on. Like, when he takes the suit off, she'll have the other suit on, and she's going to basically reverse Uno Hin, where she's invisible fucking with him. I guarantee that's how they're going to end this.
Place and tries to tell her all the shit that's been happening to her, and prove to her that he's invisible and fucking...
Which would have been, you know, too bad you didn't have like some physical evidence, like a suit that can turn invisible, that you can actually show to people and prove that this is actually possible and that you're not crazy. Damn it! If only something like that actually existed.
You are made of stupid.
With her with a suit. But before she can continue, Adrian shows up with the knife he stole and slices her sister's throat and puts the knife in her hand to make it look like she killed her sister and she gets arrested.
Whoa. Fucking whoa. Fucking whoa. Hang on. I want to see that fucking again. Okay, yeah.
Continue, Adrian shows up with the knife he stole and slices her sister's throat and puts the knife in her hand to make it look.
What? No, that is...
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
That does not how that work. I'm so fucking gobsmacked I couldn't even say that properly. So, okay. Why does sister... She's staring at her. Right now. Did she not see this magical knife come floating through? Did no one else in this whole goddamn restaurant not see the magical floating knife making its way through this very crowded restaurant? Did the sister not see the magical floating knife sitting here, floating next to her sister, and not go like, holy shit, eliciting a normal response of her to look over and go, fucking what? Where are the drugs that these writers were smoking? Because goddamn it, I might need to sample some of these. I'm not a drug person, but I don't do drugs, but goddamn, if this is tempting. This is like, what the yeah, and it would not be that smooth either, no. The smooth cut, I chalk that up to movie magic. Some things we forgive. The easily cutting the throat with a knife, that's one of those, horror movie magic things that we forgive because it's dramatic fun. The rest of this shit. Oh yeah, the knife was very clean, but yeah, so wait. And okay, look at the way it was cut. Look at the way it was cut. The blade's this way, it's cutting from this direction. Which means he would have had to be standing behind her. I mean, theoretically, you could say he has a reverse-handed grip on it, but there ain't no fucking way he's not reaching across the table and doing this, and not knocking over the fucking table, and then slapping it into her hands. Like this. This does not fucking work. He would have had to have been standing behind her. In which case, she would have seen the magical floating goddamn knife coming from the opposite direction and gone, what now? And then, after the magical teleportation, what, did he grab her hand? But we have to go on the assumption that he grabbed her hand, yoinked it up, and then slapped the knife into it. Seriously, her hand is in a fist. Chat. If you are sitting with your hands in a fist, and someone grabs your wrist and yoinks it upright, that means they're gripping and pulling hard enough that you're feeling it, that someone is grabbing and yanking your hand. Are you opening your hand, or are you keeping it in a tightly clenched fist because you're surprised? No, she just opens up The knife slaps into her hand and she grabs it like a good little victim. And it's just sitting there continuing to stare, not like instantly as soon as feeling something grab her hand going, huh? Dear fucking God, this scene is melting my brain. I am actively becoming stupider the more I think about this scene. Seriously. From the magical floating knife all the way to her just letting the invisible man grab her arm and slap a knife into it. Oh no, Rap Acid. We are in too deep. We are seeing this all the way through. Cat on it.
Puts a knife in her hand to make it look like she killed her sister, and she gets arrested. And where exactly was this knife hidden? Does the suit have kitchen knife-sized pockets or something? He probably hid it under the table or something. I was being an asshole. But no way, how the hell did he get it into the restaurant unseen then? How's that just a floating knife through the restaurant? That's weird. Maybe he has a box, an invisible box for said purposes. I'm overthinking this way too much. Oh my god, let's just keep going. She gets thrown.
Fuck. I fell into the trap, chat. He was smart. He just said, fucking, I'm thinking too much about this. I fell into the trap. I kept thinking about it. God damn it. I fell through the trap, chat. I fell for it.
To a mental asylum, Adrian shows up and says, surprise! Then James and this other dude come to question her, and she tells them that she has something that will prove her story, and they'd be like, what is it? She says, I can't tell you right now. He's listening. No, you can
3. If only you hadn't had your hands on a magical technological wonder invisibility suit that you could have brought to these guys days ago and said, look, I have proof. It's right here. You, people of authority, I am giving this to you. I do not wish it. This is the proof that this thing can exist. If only she had that a few days ago in her fucking hands. Or the phone, or the knife that would have had the fingerprints on it.
You are made of stupid.
tell them that it's a suit. You just can't tell him where, because you told your sister it was a suit and he was there and he killed her, so he already knows that you have a suit. Whatever though, later on the nurses tell her that she's preggo, and it's pretty recent as well, like this happened less than a month ago, and she's very shooketh. Then she has a meeting with Dickhead.
Wait, that flashed by too fast. What did she say? What did he say there? Did you just say impregnated? What in the goblet fucking piss storm? Classic. So now we're saying that he SA'd her in the invisible suit. He SA'd her and got her pregnant while he was wearing the suit. How? Fucking how? There was one instance of where she was drugged and she was instantly taken to the hospital.
Invisible suit can't beat infrared and a 12-gauge facelift.
You don't even need infrared. Throw a fucking sheet at the guy. Target acquired. Yeah, but when did... Okay. If a woman is asleep, I don't care how deep a sleeper she is, she's going to feel a guy get on top of her and start going to Pound Town. And the only instance we saw that she was drugged was when she got hit with the diazepam, during which she was instantly rushed to the hospital. So how the fuck does this work? God fucking help me.
Shooketh. Then she has a meeting with Dickhead brother, whatever his name is, because now that she's a criminal and a murderer or whatever, she can have the 5 milli. Some legal stuff, sign here, and it'll be easier. Or you can call him and tell him you'll have the baby, but she like, fuck you, and steals a pen and some glue tack while he picks up the shit that she threw on the floor. Cut to later on in her...
Yeah, so... Brother just admitted that he's part of a conspiracy that faked his brother's death. Why not demand a lawyer? Yeah, she's a criminal. She has a legal right to an attorney, to speak to an attorney, even if it's a public defender. Why not immediately call your attorney and say, listen, Fuckstick's brother just admit, who is his attorney, admitted he's still alive and they faked the whole thing. Kindly do your job and investigate. Yeah, I know, Atanashi. And, Chaos Puncher, I think it's questionable if she was shacking up with the black guy or not, or if he was just, like, giving her a place to stay. He said in the beginning that she hooked up with him, but I don't know if she actually was, like, hooked up with him or not, or if he was just a friend giving her a place to stay.
In her room, the nurse leaves and she goes into the shower, gets a pen from her secret hiding spot and starts to cut herself. So Adrian stops her and she goes,
That ain't the invisible cunt.
And starts stabbing away at him. Now, just a few things before we move on. First of all, how did she steal and hide the pen without invisible Adrian, who's always watching, noticing? And second of all, she cut vertically here, which is the correct method for kill yourself results. And she got pretty far into it too, so I don't know how the fuck she did any of the upcoming shit without dying or bleeding out. But I'ma chalk that.
Okay. This one I can explain. Number one, it's a fucking pen. It is not a sharp object. It's probably not going to cut overly deep. Number two, she's not cutting veins here. She cut just to the right of the vein. So you're going to get some surface bleeding. She's not actually... A pen cannot cut into the vein. She's off the vein, so the bleeding would not be at all severe. People have cut themselves like this on their arm all the fucking time. And yeah, it'll bleed. You're not gonna die. You're not gonna come anywhere even close to it. It'll probably hurt like a son of a bitch, especially when you're using a pen. And you'll bleed a little bit. You are in no danger of dying on this one.
Got pretty far into it too, so I don't know how the fuck she did any of the upcoming shit without dying or bleeding out. But I'ma chalk that up to adrenaline and whatnot because we got worse bullshit coming up. So she's stabby, Sue glitching out now, guard comes in, Adrian fights guard, she tries to escape, he fights another guard.
Wait.
Sue glitching out now, guard comes.
This guy looks pretty fit. Let's get the wide shot of him again. This guy seems reasonably fit. Okay? And he's a cop. He's a police officer. Did she stab him in the neck? I don't know.
Pretty far into it too, so I don't know how the fuck she did the correct method pen without invisible Adrian, who's all away at him. Now, just a few things stops her and she goes,
That ain't the invisible cunt.
And starts stabbing away at him. Now, just
shoulder, got him like by the collarbone.
a few things before we move on. First of all, how did she...
It looks like the shoulder and the sides. This is a fucking pen. The fact that she was able to pierce the suit, because while the suit is not armor, I'm sure the suit doesn't have armor qualities. That suit is pretty fucking thick. We saw what it looked like when she was holding the other suit in her hands. That suit's pretty fucking thick. You're not getting a pen through that to do anything more than have him go, ow. That kind of smarts. Theoretically, Eki, adrenaline could cause you to bleed a bit faster, but not that fast. Not fast enough that there's a threat of you passing out. Yeah, she might damage the internal components of the suit, maybe cause him to go, ow, stop it. But not like to actually injure him.
She steal and hide the pen without invisible Adrian, who's always watching, noticing. And second of all, she cut vertically here, which is the correct method for kill yourself results. And she got pretty far into it too, so I don't know how the fuck she did any of the upcoming shit without dying or bleeding out. But I'ma chalk that up to adrenaline and whatnot because we got worse bullshit coming up. So she's stabby, Sue glitching out now, guard.
He sees this is a police officer. He sees something standing up, and his first reaction isn't to immediately either shoot it, which he probably couldn't because he's in a mental hospital, he probably doesn't have his firearm, but like to yank his fucking baton and go fucking ham on this and play Babe Ruth with the fucking thing's head? This is a cop. Cops are actually trained for this, that if they see a threat, they go attack mode. But he's just gonna stand there like, Okay.
Comes in, Adrian fights guard.
Oh, and by the way, apparently, super smart science guy is stronger than a cop who is in obviously good physical condition too. Right.
She tries to escape. He fights another guard, then another guard, then another guard. Suit's still glitching out in very convenient moments for.
Okay, so they do have their guns. They shouldn't. If you're in a mental hospital and you're dealing with patients, you shouldn't have guns. But they do have guns. So why did cop number one, as soon as he see this black golf ball looking fucking thing standing up, not immediately yoink gun and empty magazine? Guarantee you, any actual cop, that's gonna be the first reaction, is they see something like that, the weapon is clearing the holster and the trigger is getting yoinked. Hard. Yeah.
Adrian, also none of the holes she made by stabbing him are visible, somehow also invisible, although she's just fucking made holes, he's supposed to be bleeding and shit, whatever, fuck that. Another guard comes, then right here, he takes his sweet ass time to taunt him and goes bang sarcastically, then walks away and shoots him in the back, and this goes on for like a good chunk of time, okay? Meanwhile, what do you think Kiki's doing?
Hey.
Pranked, baby!
She's sitting on all fours as if she's on the set of a porno about to do.
There's a gun. Right here. There's a gun. Right fucking here. Literally 6 inches away from her hand. While Fuckstick is goofing around and tormenting the guard, she can see where the gun is. You can easily extrapolate where the body is. Take gun. Blow bad guy away. Are you fucking kidding me?
You are made of stupid.
Her first anal scene, with a gun literally within reaching distance of her hand, and she only goes for it once he drops the gun and she no longer has a clear shot on him. This bitch's idiocy is fucking boundless, my guy.
Yes.
Holy shit. She follows him out into the rain, more guards are coming now, she makes it to the car where he runs to sue it, I guess. And just take a look at this shit right here, okay? Her arms extended under the trunk of the car, she's scanning for him with the gun right waiting for.
Interesting. Very interesting. Chat. I have a question. Yeah. She's a nobody. Fascinatingly good trigger discipline for someone that's never handled a gun before. She has amazing trigger discipline for someone that has never used a firearm. Any average person's finger would be on the trigger. No, the middle finger's not. The trigger's right here. This is the trigger right here. She's holding the pistol grip here. But she's got, yeah. Oh, guarantee the armor trained her. I can't fucking tell you. But she's not supposed to have knowledge of firearms.
Trunk of the car, she's scanning for him with the gun right waiting for the suit to glitch, and next shot we got him standing directly in front of her underneath the trunk of the car as well. So I ask you this, how the fuck does she not bump into her with her arm? Whatever, who cares?
Got a better question. Okay. He appears. The gun was pointed. Not even a question of bumping into him. He appears and grabs her by the throat. Pull the trigger. You now have him at contact range. Literal contact range. The gun is literally pressing into his stomach. Pull trigger. Dead. Literally empty the fucking magazine. Right into his stomach. Dead. Even if you're surprised because the hand went to he got her by the throat. Immediate reaction would be yank on trigger out of a reflex and just keep squeezing. Even if we're not seeing it and his other hand he grabbed her wrist and moved the gun out of range, out of the way so it wouldn't hit him. Gut reflex would be pull the trigger anyway, thus alerting the other guards to their position. The bottom line is shot should have been fired here. Regardless. And realistically, if he did not grab her arm and move the gun out of the way, empty the fucking mag into his chest or into his stomach. Problem solved. Like, every fucking decision is wrong.
In front of her underneath the trunk of the car as well. So I ask you this, how the fuck does she not bump into her with her arm? Whatever, who cares? Because he chokes her and pins her up against an ambulance and tells her that he's gonna kill Sydney and then shoots a guard and walks over to him real slow and kicks the gun away. Once again, a very opportune moment to at least tackle the fucker. But no, this Dunn's still standing there behind the fucking ambulance. Whatever, bro, let's just keep going. He gets in the car.
Yeah, seriously. The filmmakers want us to believe she has this badass female empowerment moment. But she has none of them when it counts. She swept the parking lot with the gun, and that was supposed to be she's a badass. She's fighting back. But when the clear opportunity presents itself for her to actually go on the attack, she just stands there like, seriously, this is not the female empowerment movie that you think it is, writers.
Goes to James's house. She gets in the car, goes to James's house and calls James, tells him that his daughter is in danger. And this dude gets the kidney, but kidney's spidey sense is tingling, and she uses pepper spray on him, and then he starts choking her.
Why would pepper spray work? He has a suit literally covering him from head to toe, including his face. There were no ports in those holes that would indicate that spraying him with pepper spray would do anything. Spraying him in the face with a bunch of pepper spray might reveal the suit, but it shouldn't affect him. His face is completely covered and protected. What the fuck?
Then James arrives, dad to the rescue. He finds his daughter being choked and he gets beat up real good, okay, for a good chunk of time as well. Meanwhile, Kidney watches and screams as her dad gets fucking beat half to death. You tell me you're not even gonna fucking attempt to save your dad here?
Alright, it's a child. And this is another gimme. I guess the girl is supposed to be like, what, 13, 14 years old? That's a gimme for her. She'd probably be freaking out. So that I would say that's a gimme.
Well, I'm sure he'll stop now since you said it so nicely. What the fuck is wrong with women in this movie? God damn it. Whatever. Kiki arrives with the fire extinguisher and, reveals him, then shoots him in the fucking chest. He dies.
Oh, now she decides to shoot him. Now she does. Not before. With the 2 to 3 opportunities where she had point-blank goddamn shots and could have ended it, now she decides to shoot him and have the badass female empowerment moment. What? Exactly. Exactly, Leo. There was they were trained police officers and he just railroaded right through them, even when they could see him. Cortana's probably.
And she reveals that it is Michael, his brother, or Tom. His name is Tom.
Yep.
What a twist to the scene not coming, oh my god. The police raid Adrian's house and find him in the basement tied up and beaten up. And he tells the cops that his brother was up to all of this and he controlled him and made him do all this stuff. But Kiki be like, no, he did it, I know it. But they can't catch him because his story checks out and they ain't got no evidence. So she goes over to have dinner with him. Wow, now that I see his face, he is super punchable. Anyway, they sit down to eat and she tells him that she will agree to have the baby on the...
Wait. This is the same motherfucker that she fled from because he was, at very minimum, emotionally and psychologically abusing her and physically abusing her when she tried to escape. And she gets herself all prettied up in a nice little black dress and heels and makeup and goes over to have dinner with him? Really? And we're supposed to sympathize with this dumbass, who the entire movie has been all about female empowerment and breaking away from your abuser and becoming strong woman, getting one over on your abuser. And she's going right back to him? What?
You are made of stupid.
Condition that he admits to everything that he did and that he was in the suit and he was invisible and he was fucking with her and all that shit. And she wants him to say that stuff because she's wearing a wire, and James is outside in his cop car listening into this shit because they want proof to get him behind.
Oh. That's why. Okay. So my previous rant was unfounded. Here's my next one. Are you fucking stupid? This man is supposed to be a techno genius. You think that he did all of this crazy shit, which means he's also a criminal genius. You think he's going to admit this on a wire that he's probably certain to know that you're wearing? Really?
Bars and shit.
Fuck.
But he proclaims innocence and retardation and ignorance to what the fuck just happened. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not lying. I didn't do anything on that stuff. What are you talking about? Acting all stupid and shit. And she starts crying and be like, okay, I'm gonna excuse myself and go clean myself up in the bathroom. And she comes back in the invisibility suit and somehow overpowers him to make it look like he slit his own throat. Then goes back to the bathroom, puts on the dress, and comes back acting all surprised that he fucking killed himself and calls the 911 like,
What?
oh my god, somebody come over here.
Wait. That was her? Because she hid the thing in the bathroom vent, right? She hid the other suit in the bathroom vent?
She starts crying and be like, okay, I'm gonna excuse myself and go clean myself up in the bathroom. And she comes back in the invisibility suit and somehow overpowers him to make it look like he
Well, wait. She overpowers him by sheer strength alone. This guy, who is, by all accounts, in quite good shape. He seems to be at the very least physically fit. She is able to out-muscle him. It implies that the suit doubles the user's strength? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, how about this? While she's doing this, chat, what is in his left hand? What's in his left hand right now? Even if the suit amplifies her strength, which is bullshit on a stick, by the way. Even if the suit amplifies her strength. Nice puncturable flick right there. Stab, 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 stab. Seriously. Everybody in this fucking movie has had like a lobotomy.
Yo, strays. Late cause I was crashed out with migraines. What's happened? Why is Ember mad? To whom do I direct the fury of my wrathful ire?
The writers of this movie, big dog. The writers of this movie. Oh, and by the way, chat, not being a scientific individual herself and having never actually utilized this fucking thing before, she suddenly knows how to use the suit perfectly. Never used this fucking thing before in her life. But in literally 5 seconds, she knows how to use the movie. Or knows how to use the suit. Instantly knows how to use it, right? The
and somehow overpowers him to make it look like he slit his own throat. Then goes back to the bathroom, puts on the dress, and comes back acting all surprised that he fucking killed himself and calls the 911 like, oh my god, somebody come over here, tried to kill himself, blah, blah, blah. But how the fuck did she do it so fast, yo? Because to be honest, she came back way too quick to be able to catch him still bleeding out, especially considering that she has to get out of a full bodysuit and into this tight-ass dress. Also, dumbass Adrian still doesn't know about the whole secret event and his missing tech. What a retard. Moving on. She pretends to be concerned.
Yeah, exactly. He still doesn't know, hey, you know, I had a second suit. I can't find that shit. I might be a little bit suspicious.
911, then goes out of shot from his security cameras and says, "Surprise, motherfucking bitch." Then James catches her leaving like, "What happened?" "He killed himself." Then he sees the suit in her bag and she like, hey, look at me, look into my eyes. "I'm the captain now. This is the way." He killed himself. Of course, queen. Of course he killed himself. Yes, queen. And she walks away home and free.
Really? They're doing the power of the pussy right now. The power of her pussy is so strong. He's just like, no, big dog, yes, you were missing a fuck ton of context. Oh my god. And so she stuffed the suit into her purse. Again! Somehow she knows how to instantly use it. Jesus. Fuck. Okay, chat, call 20 seconds. We have 20 seconds. Let's get through this.
Of stalkers and brain cells too. This movie gets 7 coconuts out of 3,758 peanuts.
Oh, my sweet fuck. And that's how it ended, chat. That's how the movie ended. Jesus Christ. Okay, this started out slow. To fake chat, when this video started, I actually started doubting that this was a good choice for a react. I did not think I was gonna have much to say because Highboy was talking so fast. I actually thought I was gonna have a bad reaction to that. I was very wrong about this.